Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Governor Mifflin here at the Intermediate School, home court for the Mustangs. The Mustangs take on the Reading Red Knights tonight in a big-time matchup. The record for Governor Mifflin 5-4, but they a little less than they wish they were set up at right now. Excuse me, and but lots of talent on this team, on this Governor Mifflin team, as well as the Red Knights. The Red Knights come in at 7-1 off a big win against Berks Catholic, giving them their first loss of the season. And I'm excited for this matchup, Bruce. I think it's going to be a really good matchup, and we'll see how much scoring kind of comes into play tonight and who takes the big game here tonight. But Miles Gray gonna run the offense here for the Red Knights, along with Ruben Rodriguez. Those are two standout names to pay attention to tonight on the Red Knight side. And then you have Matt Harley and the Delson McNeil, along with his brother Jarrell McNeil, to keep an eye on for Governor Mifflin. Those are most likely the guys that are going to be putting the ball in the hoop tonight.
Putting the ball in the hoop is right, and we got a lot of fans here that are kind of joining us here. Obviously, we're al fresco here at the Governor Mifflin Intermediate School. I think we got the entire Reading High JV team here sitting to our right. But, that's the way we do it. We love to be here with the fans, in the stands, al fresco. I mean, not necessarily outside, but, this is a way to enjoy a game, I think. And it's nice to start our Berks League schedule here. We started with a girls' game last week, Hempfield, and we'll have some LL games coming up. We'll have some girls games coming up. I'll be working some LL games. As you and I, James, we'll be actually out at Warwick for a girl-boy double header with Manheim Township and Warwick. On Tuesday will be our next broadcast. So, stay tuned to LLHoops. And, we'll give you all the details on, where we're at. Across District 3, we've got a brand new show called Pick and Roll that will, talk all about, District 3 basketball. That premieres next Wednesday here on SSP Network and LLHoops. And that should be a lot of fun. We're going to have guys like yourself, contribute to that show. Eric Thomas, our buddy Del Jackson, maybe even Andy Herr, drag him in for a few points, as well as coaching interviews as well. So let's head down for the starting lineups. And we're just getting ready for our national anthem. Yeah. All right, James, here we go.
Yeah, get ready to feel the energy. This should be a good one. Good amount of fans from both sides of the court. Governor Mifflin, I believe Governor Mifflin set up on the far side, and most of the Reading fans are here on our side here on the camera side. So we get geared up, ready to go for the first quarter tip-off. Bailey Zokowski will take the tip. He's the big man for the Mustangs as Reading huddles up here before they take the court.
Thanks so much to our sponsor for the year, Empire Home Center. Really appreciate all of your support of LLHoops Berks League basketball, as well as Win Marketing.
Justin Walker will take the tip for the Red Knights. So Zokowski up against Walker. We'll see who gets the first possession here tonight at Governor Mifflin Intermediate School for this primetime matchup.
I got to remember to move the scoreboard tonight, James. You have to remind me of that.
Reading High wins the tip. Now Miles Gray handles it. Dishes it off to Ruben Rodriguez. He travels, trying to dish that pass off. So a turnover to open the game for the Red Knights. And the Mustangs will take their first possession. Mason Woolwine to inbound the basketball.
You know, I was talking to Mifflin head coach Kyle Conrad before the game, and Governor Mifflin Intermediate School is really turning into a really hotbed for basketball. Not only with great Berks League games, but some outstanding district and PIAA matchups all the time here in this venue.
Woolwine has the basketball now as Mifflin being guarded tightly by the Red Knights. Go underneath, try to get it into Zokowski. He can't handle it. Delson McNeil dishes it back to Jarrell McNeil, and he puts it in for two. For our first points of the night go to the Mustangs, but quickly answered by Ruben Rodriguez for three, and Reading takes the first lead of the night.
Got a feeling we're going to see a lot of that tonight. Ruben Rodriguez from the corner there.
There's Jarrell McNeil working on Walker. And the ball goes out of bounds off Walker. It'll stay with the Mustangs.
Ruben is really come into his own, playing with a lot of confidence. I saw these guys, play down in Philadelphia a little earlier this year. They impressed the heck out of all the Philadelphia basketball sports writers down there.
There's Miles Gray with the steal, dishes it to Rodriguez. He takes it in, lays it in nicely, and he gets fouled in the process. He'll head to the free throw line for a one shot here to complete the three-point play.
Quickly out there, and you got to believe that Reading is definitely going to try the up-tempo approach here early.
So after that turnover on the first possession, the Red Knights get 6 points from Rodriguez to give them a 6-2 lead here early in the first quarter. As Delson McNeil gets it off to Woolwine. He handles it, settles it, gets it to Harley for a quick shot beyond the arc. No good. Rebound there by Miles Gray. And it looks like it'll be a foul on Bailey Zokowski. So the second foul of the night. First one on Zokowski. Rodriguez handles, working against McNeil. And Rodriguez starts hot. 8 straight points for Ruben Rodriguez as he's pacing this Reading High offense early on. Here's Woolwine, a nice pass from Jarrell McNeil. McNeil settles it. Working on Miles Gray, gets him to jump, gets it inside to Harley. Harley's fouled.
I like
near Burdine.
Mifflin trying to get inside. I think that's they're going to have to try and get Reading High in foul trouble. Is how they're going to stay in this game.
So Matt Harley's first free throw falls in. His first point of the night.
Matt, leading scorer for Governor Mifflin at 14.9 points a game for the senior.
He gets both free throws. Cuts the lead in half. It's 8-4 in favor of the Red Knights. Rodriguez handles the basketball, covered by Delson McNeil. Works to the basket, lays it up. Too strong. Rebound by Burdine. Walker goes inside to Xavier Davis. He kicks it right back to him, but Walker can't finish in underneath the basket as Darrell McNeil drives and lays it in for two. Beautiful play there by Darrell McNeil. Here's Ruben Rodriguez on the other end. He gets a shot off. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Delson McNeil, and he brings it up court for the Mustangs.
Mifflin's going to have to really concentrate on that inside game and not necessarily get caught up in the tempo to stay in this one.
Yeah, a good job warding off that quick 8 points from Ruben Rodriguez as Walker can't finish the putback after the Burdine miss.
You got to keep telling me to remind me about the score, James.
Here's Woolwine. Walker steps in from behind. Ruben Rodriguez gets up and slams it home. 10 points for Ruben Rodriguez. 10-6 the score.
Wow.
4 minutes, 30 seconds here in the first quarter.
That's a way to ignite your team. You know, he's the leader on the floor, and that's what you got to do when you're the leader, and early on especially.
As Woolwine tries to get it to Matt Harley, throws it out of his reach, out of bounds, and the Red Knights have the basketball here. It's now Miles Gray with it. Gets it inside. Xavier Davis back out to Gray. Gray for three, hits it. 13-6.
Reading High on fire early.
Here's Darrell McNeil for three. Short. Gets his own rebound. Thinks about it again. Drives the lane. Puts it up. Too strong. Zokowski can't handle it as Ruben Rodriguez comes up court with it. Dishes it off to Walker. Walker lays it in for two to stretch the lead to 15-6. And Governor Mifflin coach Conrad will take a timeout. Let's try to slow down this run from the Red Knights here in the early going.
Well, good time out by Coach Conrad. Amazing how quick Reading High can put points on the board. 3:53 remaining here in the opening quarter. And, you know, Governor Mifflin here, they're not getting, any second chances on the offensive boards. As I talked about a little bit earlier, I think that Governor Mifflin had to, if they wanted to stay in this game, that they were going to have to play a really good inside game, not only with, getting in and penetrating for some high percentage shots, but they're going to have to rule the offensive and defensive glass. Reading High is just going to get too many possessions for to get other ones on the offensive glass too. So
the speed of the Red Knights in transition is it's going to take them a little while to get used to that because they break out quickly. Ruben Rodriguez had the rebound here over Zokowski a couple minutes ago before the timeout, and Rodriguez beat half the Mifflin team down the court and got the offense set up. So
yeah, absolutely.
You have to get adjusted to that speed, and that timeout is a good timeout, I think, to get them settled in. As a turnover here by the Mustangs, handled nicely by Miles Gray behind the back to avoid the steal there. And Reading High moving the basketball well here early on. A miss there by Case and Fritz, and now we have a foul.
Just love what Rick Perez does coaching. I mean, what do? Your opponent calls the timeout to try and get their act together a little bit more. And what do? You put on the pressure backcourt defense, force a turnover. Good stuff.
There's Darrell McNeil. He can't get that to fall. We have a jump ball as Xavier Price ties up Case and Fritz. So Xavier Price is on the court for the first time tonight, and Tyler Minnick as well, making his first appearance after the timeout, trying to kickstart this Mustang offense.
3:24 remaining here in the opening quarter.
Here's Harley for three. Can't get it to fall. Battle for the rebound.
See, that's what Mifflin's got to do better. They've got to get some second chances on that offensive board.
I like that play there. Reading High gets it underneath the basket. Didn't have a good look. Got it back out as Ruben Rodriguez brought it back out to set the offense. We have a foul here on the Mustangs. Rodriguez will inbound for the Red Knights.
Three-second call. Okay.
Caught the room by surprise.
Yeah, a little bit. You don't generally see that like right on the out-of-bounds play like that. But all right, let's see what Mifflin can do here.
Yeah, important drive or drive. Got my football brain on here.
That's okay.
But possession here for the Mustangs, a very important one here. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. 15-6 to score. 3 fouls apiece. Minnick to inbound the basketball. Nick Chapman checks in for the first time tonight.
Like I said, I'm interested to see, Mifflin working inside for the good shots. They need to draw some fouls on Reading High. They've got to get to the free throw line, and they've got to do a better job on the offensive boards if they expect to stay in this.
Delson McNeil.
There's an offensive board.
Harley's got the rebound, goes back up, can't get it to go. Xavier Price comes down with it, and then he's fouled.
That's what I'm talking about there. 2 good chances. Granted, wasn't fruitful at this particular point, but they've got side out under the basket. Mifflin's just got to keep on those offensive boards.
Delson McNeil inbounds it, gets it to Minnick. Back to McNeil. Thinks about a long three, drives in, takes a shot from the elbow. It rattles around and falls in. 2 points for Delson McNeil. And quickly, Reading High back up court. Here's Miles Gray from downtown. Can't get it to fall. Rebound by Price. He gets it to Minnick. Minnick over to Jarrell McNeil. Gets it to his brother Delson. And he drives towards the basket. Dishes it off to Xavier Price.
He's just got to go straight up with that.
Beautiful drive.
He didn't need to dribble, but, the result is just what I talked about. Mifflin's got to get that inside game going.
Ruben Rodriguez matched up with Delson McNeil. Gets it into the corner to Chapman. Chapman hits a cutting. Rodriguez can't get it to fall. And Price is there for the rebound.
All right, good defensive effort there by Governor Mifflin. Taking it possession by possession. That's what you got to do against Reading High.
Here's Tyler Minnick working now. Drives the lane, gets a shot off, doesn't fall, gets his own rebound, dishes it to Jarrell McNeil, misses the three short. There's Delson to put it back.
Offensive board put back. Just what's got to happen for Governor Mifflin.
There's Gray at the point, dishes it to the corner.
Good defense inside there.
Jump ball.
Xavier Price. Make it uncomfortable for Reading to go inside. They'll settle for the outside jump shot.
Justin Walker checks back in. This from the corner here is Miles Gray. Can't get it to fall, but Reading rebound. Here's Ruben Rodriguez now at the top. Gray drives, goes up, can't get it to fall, gets his own rebound, loose basketball. Minnick dives to try to save it, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Reading High.
Interested to see what Governor Mifflin does here. No, they're still on the man-to-man. You know, with that kind of size inside, I wouldn't put it past them for Mifflin to run a bit of zone here, but.
Coach Perez calls out the play call. Gray.
But then that's
for the last shot here in the first quarter. We're under 10 seconds. Gray drives, loses the handle, and a traveling violation is called. 4.8 seconds left in the first quarter. Mifflin will have a chance to get a shot off here. Minnick will inbound the basketball.
Well,
see if they can get it to Harley for a shot from half court, or maybe even a little closer, as it's intercepted. Walker has it, and he travels. 1.1 second left on the clock. And they'll get this inbound from the side, the far side.
Well,
don't know they have enough time to get a shot off here.
Yeah, well, they're just going to have to do a quick heave, but.
Minnick will inbound again. Throws it down towards the basket. Xavier Price through his hands. Can't handle it. The quarter ends. The score, Reading High 15, Governor Mifflin 12.
Well,
it's a good first quarter.
Bullet officially dodged by Governor Mifflin. I mean, after the timeout that Coach Conrad called, albeit, they turned it over right out of the timeout, they played very well after that. Cut the lead down, started to play much better inside, got a couple of rebounds, turned those into, points. So nothing to be ashamed of after that first quarter for Governor Mifflin. On the flip side, Reading went a little bit cold there toward the end of the first quarter. So I would look to see them try and put on a few more offensive plays to try and get inside. It seemed like despite Mifflin's height advantage, that they were able to do some to use their quickness to get to the basket. So
yeah, I mean, Coach Conrad took that timeout. 15-6 was the score, and after a turnover on the inbound pass after the timeout, Governor Mifflin put up 6 points to be down here 3 at the end of the first quarter. Job well done. They got the taste of the speed on this Reading High team, and Ruben Rodriguez off to a fast start with 10 points early on in the first quarter. Has slowed down a little bit here. The ball movement has increased, though, for Reading High. So they're trying to get comfortable in their offensive sets. A lot of their points early on were through transition. But Mifflin will start with the basketball. Minnick to inbound for the Mustangs as we're underway here in the second quarter. Governor Mifflin, Reading High. There's Jarrell McNeil, drives the basket. Good defense by Gray. Harley has the rebound. And he gets it out to Delson McNeil to settle it down for the Mustangs. There's Minnick now working the basketball. Harley has it. Working on Miles Gray. Delson McNeil from downtown. Spins out, but there's Xavier Price with the rebound.
And they call it
gets
jump.
Tied up.
And that's going to be Reading High's ball. But just like I talked about, boy, Governor Mifflin's got to stay tough on those boards. Limit those possessions.
Yeah, Price has about 5 rebounds since entering the game after that timeout. There's Ruben Rodriguez, a beautiful finish. Somehow gets that to go through traffic. Nice job there by Ruben Rodriguez.
Boy, pick your poison with Ruben. If you go out and play him tight on the perimeter, he's going to take it right to the basket just like he did there.
There's Jarrell McNeil covered by Miles Gray. Almost had it stolen away. But he works the basketball to Delson McNeil. (17-12) the score. Inside the Minnick. Minnick gets it to Price. Price trying to drive the basket. And he travels underneath the hoop. and turns it over to the Red Knights.
Yeah, good thought. Just a couple extra steps there. So Coach Perez giving the troops his instructions there. He's pretty calm tonight.
It is early.
Yes, it is.
And his team is playing well. A few mistakes here and there, but they are playing well as a three-point shot comes in from Deshaun Wilson. Can't get it to fall. Price with the rebound. And Delson McNeil will bring it up for the Mustangs.
Look at how high Reading High is picking up on defense. Make it uncomfortable for Governor Mifflin to run their offense.
They make you earn every basket. As there's a tough shot by Harley, a little short.
Yeah, no points for Harley as of yet. That's Mifflin's leading scorer.
He's been taking some pretty tough shots. He's got a guy on him. It's a nice steal there by Amir Burdine.
Yeah, after Mifflin, got another rebound.
19-12 now in favor of the Red Knights as they pick up the pressure defense.
Yeah, look at how high they are. Mifflin getting no flow into that offense. Almost need a timeout here to get some flow back out there.
Shot by Minnick for three. He gets it to go. His first points of the night.
Not really who Mifflin's looking to shoot from out, but they'll take it. Nice three there.
And it's answered quickly. Justin Walker from downtown. 22-15 the score. Here's Minnick again with the basketball. Stops at the foul line, turns around, gets it to Jarrell McNeil. His shot's blocked by Ruben Rodriguez. Rodriguez is up court. He has Walker. There he gets it to him. Easy assist for Rodriguez, and Walker puts it in for an easy 2 points.
Yeah, that's the MO for the Red Knights. Points off turnovers.
Approaching the halfway point of the second quarter. 24-15 the score. Here's Minnick. Gets it to McNeil. McNeil gets it to go. Nice job to finish that basket there after the pass from Tyler Minnick.
Mifflin's still hanging around.
Getting some solid play off the bench here from Price and Minnick. As underneath, Xavier Davis puts it home for 2 points. Seeing some depth from both benches here, as Reading High only has 3 starters on the court. As here comes Okowski in for the Mustangs. Woolwine also checks in. So Minnick and Xavier Price did their job on the Mustang side, coming in and keeping this game close. Minnick with a 3-point shot and distributing the basketball on the offensive end. Hustle plays on the defensive end. Time well spent for the Mustangs. As from outside, Xavier Davis.
Wow. I was just about to say, just a very important possession for Governor Mifflin. On defense, they just took a little breath, and Reading High just buries you. And look at how high they're playing that defense. Just all of a sudden, I love that.
They score, then they attack immediately after, and they put that pressure on. They don't let you settle down and settle in. A very good trait of this Reading High basketball team.
Absolutely. And you just never know when it's coming. You just never know when it's coming.
And when you do see it coming, it's too late. Here's Miles Gray now, drives the lane, gets the shot off. A little too strong. Gets his own rebound through 3 Mustangs. And then a traveling violation comes in here on Deshaun Wilson.
Yeah, and I think a good timeout there by Coach Conrad. An important possession here for Governor Mifflin. You want to go into the halftime with some positive momentum. These last 2 minutes going into and coming out of halftime, so very important to set the tempo for your team and to create momentum. So, after the timeout in the last quarter, Governor Mifflin came out, played well on offense, played well on defense, got some, good offensive rebounds, turned them into points. So let's see if they can do that again down the stretch going into halftime. We've got 2:40 remaining until halftime here. Thanks for joining us here on LLHoops. Thanks to our sponsors, Empire Home Center and Win Marketing. Really appreciate the support, as well as our friends at Brute Athletic. You'll see us with our great Brute Athletic banner at all of our games this year. So
come say hi if you're here.
Absolutely. That's why we're out here with the fans, to say hi.
You'll be able to spot us with this orange banner. Come tell us how you like the broadcast. Tell us at LLHoops on Twitter, Badgley Bruce, or at the Real Hein 57.
Yeah, tell us where you're watching the game from. Give us a DM.
There's Rodriguez with a drive. He is not fouled on the play, so it will be Mifflin basketball after the official call there. Woolwine to inbound, gets it to Delson McNeil.
Put our Twitter handles up there so you can see, who we are and our Twitter handles there. This is really our first Berks boys game of the season, so great way to start it here at Governor Mifflin Intermediate School. Oh, my.
And Miles Gray buries the three. Just the Mustangs are lackadaisical with the basketball. On the other end, Xavier Davis just took the ball from Woolwine, and then next thing you know, 2 passes down the court, and Gray puts in a three to extend this lead to 32-17 with 1:30 left in the half.
Oh, nice move down the lane there.
As Delson McNeil finished that, we have a traveling violation. Looks like Delson got his hand in there to disrupt the rush of Joey Chapman towards the basket. And then when Chapman got the ball back, took a few steps before putting the ball back on the ground.
1:26 remaining until halftime.
Tyler Minnick back in for the Mustangs. There's Jarrell McNeil. He's left alone for three. Can't get it to fall. Zokowski underneath. Has the rebound. Goes down hard. And it looks like it's going to be Xavier Davis that's going to pick up the foul.
Well, I don't think necessarily that's what Coach Conrad wanted. It just, bring it up court and launch it from three. But that's where the ability to get that offensive rebound comes in there. Mifflin with the offensive rebound. They got another opportunity here with 1:14 to go in the first half.
Delson McNeil to inbound the basketball. Gets it to Minnick. Minnick drives the lane, working on Davis. Davis blocks it. Zokowski's there for the putback.
I may not know how to use a fork, but the key to the game being Mifflin on the offensive glass, I think, is clearly, the key to the game. They're going to stay in it as long as they keep getting those boards. But, wow, man, that's a tough way to.
It's tough when you put in two, work hard for that basket, and then Gray comes down on the other end and nonchalantly puts it in for three.
Absolutely. I mean, that's Reading high. I mean, my gosh. You think you have them right where you want them, and then, boom, they just bury one from out. Incredible. All I can say is, like I talked about, that tournament down in Philadelphia before Christmas, they had all the Philadelphia basketball, aficionados down there, just totally impressed with Reading High athleticism and how they play the game of basketball.
We're under 30 seconds left, 25 seconds in the half. 35-21, the score. Reading High with the lead. Mustangs will be content to try to get the last shot here in the first half.
Reading High, really tight defense.
There's Harley from the from the key. Can't get it to go off the rim. Zokowski in and out. Harley with the rebound. Dishes it out to Minnick. And time expires before they can get the shot off. As a good first half, exciting basketball. Some very nice shooting from Reading High. Ruben Rodriguez has been a little quiet here in the second quarter, but Miles Gray picked up the slack, and he put in a couple of three-point shots. 35-21 again, 14-point lead heading into halftime, right where you want to be if you're a Red Knights fan. And a lot of things to talk through if you're on the Mustang side of things.
Yeah, a lot of things. First thing is how to get Matt Harley on track. I mean, he has no points. Your leading scorer averaging almost 15 points, no points in the first half, and you're down by, a 35-21 margin. That's a credit to the Reading High defense right there. Coach Perez has really put the clamps on Matt Harley. He's had a couple of looks, but he's not had, Matt is a guy, he's a rhythm shooter, He's got to get the ball, jump, and shoot. And, he hasn't had that opportunity tonight.
Yeah.
He's had a guy in his face, or he's just been denied the basketball, period.
Yeah, Reading High's defense very strong in the first half. And as I said earlier, Governor Mifflin a little loose with the basketball. A couple of times it looked like the Reading High team just grabbed the ball. The Mustangs gave it right to them. And then they went right down the court in transition and put in some easy baskets. So 35-21 at halftime. James Hein alongside Bruce Badgley. We're going to take a short break here. First, we'll thank our sponsors.
Thanks to Empire Home Centers, since 1955, furniture, everything you need for your dream kitchen. The hottest trends and styles of windows, area rugs, home office, flooring. Empire Home Center and the Design Center in West Reading. Thank you very much for supporting high school basketball. Fans, support the advertisers that support high school basketball. And Win Marketing. Digital marketing that's cost effective, gets to a large audience, a variety of sources, measurable results, and immediate communication to your customers. That's Win Marketing. Give them a call, 610-914-3928. And let's not forget Brute Athletic Apparel. I don't know, people are going to see this orange, our banner here on front of our broadcast position. They're gonna know us from the orange banner, the Brute Orange banner for our broadcast this year. But we set up in the stands thanks to Brute, thanks to James, thanks for everybody who supports our broadcast. We really appreciate it, and thanks to our buddy Del Jackson and LLHoops. Listen, we are going to go away for a few minutes, and we'll be back with the second half coming right up.
All right, we're back here at Governor Mifflin Intermediate School, the home court for the Governor Mifflin High School Mustangs. They're taking on the Reading High Knights. If you're just joining us, welcome to the broadcast. The score 35-21, and the standouts for Reading High early on, Ruben Rodriguez, and then coming on late in the first half, Miles Gray putting in some nice three-point shots and handling the basketball well for the Red Knights. Those are the two players to keep an eye on going into the second half. Not much dominance on the side of the Mustangs. Matt Harley still trying to get going for that offense. But the big men, Bailey Zokowski, Xavier Price came in the first quarter, put in some solid minutes, and kept this Mifflin team in the game in the early going. So you want to see the ball go down to the big men a little bit more if they can get it in there. The Reading defense has been tight all night. So we'll see what we get here in the second half as we're underway, and Reading High already getting close to forcing a turnover.
Yeah, I mean, Governor Mifflin, if they have any hope at all, they've got to get Matt Harley in the flow of the offense. I mean, Coach Perez has got his defense just blanketing Matt. And
there's stolen away. Justin Walker, an easy lay-in for two. The energy level is noticeable, Bruce, here. Reading High, very energetic, and Governor Mifflin still trying to find that boost to kick this offense into gear as Jarrell McNeil will head to the free throw line to shoot two.
Yeah, Governor Mifflin, I talked about this before, but, getting to the free throw line was one of the keys for Governor Mifflin. I don't think they took a free throw in the first half. So this is their first free throw of the game. In fact, I think we only had one free throw shot in the entire first half.
I think Matt Harley was at the line once.
He did? Okay.
Yeah, he had 2 points. He sunk both of his free throws, but McNeil at the free throw line, that was only the second time, I believe. So 2 points there for the Mustangs, 37-23. As Ruben Rodriguez drives, kicks it out to Justin Walker for three. Can't get it to fall. Rebound by Delson McNeil. This is very important for this Mustang team to score points when Reading High comes up with an empty possession. That's the only way they're going to get back into this game quickly, is making the most of their offensive possessions, as Xavier Davis handles that rebound there, gets it off to Miles Gray, finds a guy wide open underneath the basket. He's fouled. Zokowski will pick up the foul, and Amir Burdine will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, Mifflin can't get, 14 points on one possession. So, but I mean, to your point, you've been talking about this really the whole game there, James, is that they need some stops. I mean, they've had some difficulty slowing down this Reading High offense. When Mifflin comes out and are playing the Reading High players out on the perimeter, they're taking it right to the basket. Mm-hmm. When Governor Mifflin is laying back, Reading High's been pretty successful firing in the three. So
there's a loose ball. So Zokowski was battling with Justin Walker, and then Jarrell McNeil ended up with the rebound. And here's pressure defense by the Knights, and Xavier Davis lays it in after another takeaway. The press stays on.
Yeah, this is where Reading High has definitely the advantage, is turning this into a 94-foot game.
Yeah, they score, they want more. Right after that, they go get it. Tough defense again as the ball is almost stolen away, and then that ball goes off Delson McNeil's foot into the hands of the Red Knights. Here's Ruben Rodriguez for three. Can't get it to go, and Delson McNeil has it, gets tied up immediately, and the Reading defense strong here in the second half. Just as strong as they were in the first, maybe even a little bit stronger.
Yeah, clearly the energy level on the side of Reading High coming out of halftime. Mifflin look a little deflated out there right now.
There's Gray, puts it in from the foul line. It's been difficult for the Mustangs to get the ball across half court, and they finally do as Woolwine brings it across. We'll see if they can set up that offense. Drive there underneath to Zokowski, a little too strong.
Boy.
Loose basketball. Harley's got it, dishes it off to Delson McNeil. And he's going to take a deep three. Can't get it to go. Harley's underneath, has it. Has the putback in. He'll head to the line to try to complete this three-point play.
Yeah, good move in there by Matt. Going strong. Notice he didn't put the ball on the floor. He just grabbed it and went up with it. Far too many of these, big guys, for whatever reason, they think they've got to dribble the ball. Just take it to the hoop.
Especially with how fast the Reading High defense is. You put that ball on the ground and they're grabbing it.
Yep.
Zokowski reaching for the basketball there.
Good rebound off the miss.
Yeah, he was trying to track down that rebound, and the ball kept scooting away from him, and then he was fouled in the process of trying to acquire the basketball. So Harley will inbound it from underneath the basket. He gets it in. Oh, he does not get it in as Miles Gray with good defense there for the Red Knights. Woolwine.
How many times have you said that tonight?
A lot.
A lot.
Woolwine heaves it for Jarrell McNeil. Ruben Rodriguez almost stole that one away. Every pass has been contested. Here's Harley trying to get things going, get in a rhythm. He's held. And he'll head to the line for two. They're going to say it was in the act of shooting.
Well, two shots there, but yeah, you're right. I mean, Matt just has not had any room on the perimeter to take that patented jump shot of his. So, going to the basket, I mean, that's his only way to score here tonight.
And he puts that one in. Kason Fritz checks in. That's 3 fouls on Berdine.
Well, when you're down by 16, every point's important.
42-27, 5 minutes, 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ruben Rodriguez brings it up for the Red Knights. Dishes it off to Xavier Davis from the elbow. Shot, too strong. Rebound Walker out to Rodriguez for three, but a whistle and a traveling violation against Rodriguez before the shot.
Okay. I didn't see that one, but
I can't say that I was watching for it. But judging by the crowd here, they didn't see it either.
Yeah, Coach Perez, I think, was a little bit surprised by the call.
There's Jarrell McNeil, and he took a second to take a breath and try to get the ball to Delson, and from behind came Red Knights defender, and there's Harley for three.
That's what I talked about. Yeah, it's the first time that Matt's gotten the ball where he could shoot in rhythm from out.
There's Davis for three. He can't get it to fall. We have a foul off the basketball on Delson McNeil.
I think an important stop here for Governor Mifflin.
They cut the lead to 12. 4 minutes, 41 seconds remain in the third. As Joey Chapman checks in for the Red Knights. He gets it underneath to Davis. Loses the handle. Fritz now with it. Gets it to Chapman. Gray for three. Got it.
Oh, that was NBA three. Wow.
He's feeling it tonight. stretches the lead to 15 as we reach the halfway mark in the third quarter. Here's Delson McNeil. Chapman in coverage. Harley for three. Short, but fouled. He'll head to the line for three.
Well, you can see early on that Governor Mifflin is really making a point, an emphasis of getting Matt Harley the ball. He just didn't have enough touches in the first half, and sometimes that can get away from you. But clearly, the Governor Mifflin offense goes through Matt Harley. He's got to touch the ball more.
First of three is good. I mean, it is difficult with the Red Knights coming at you from every angle on the defensive end. So it was trying to keep the basketball and get it to Matt Harley was a little bit difficult in the first half. And then now it looks like they've worked up some nice plays and plans to get the ball to Harley, and he's been at the line now. I think this is his second or third time this half. And he has a chance to bury all his free throws, which is very, very important.
What did I talk about? The keys to the game were Governor Mifflin controlling the boards and, getting to the free throw line. And so now Mifflin down only 12 with 3:54 remaining. We still got half the third quarter here. I mean, important possessions for Governor Mifflin here.
As Xavier Price checks in for Bailey Zokowski. Zokowski did a great job there. Get things kicked off in the second half at three.
Wow. But on the flip side, just give credit to Reading High, because every time Governor Mifflin makes a little mini run, it's that three-point shot that they bury right in their face. Take this.
Yeah, Miles Gray for three again down the other end, and now Mifflin trying to get this basketball, and Ruben Rodriguez, a good punch there to get the ball out in open space. He tracks it down. He's fouled en route, and he'll head to the line for two.
Yeah, like I was saying, give credit where credit is due, because every time Governor Mifflin, sniffs getting under double digits here the last, couple quarters, Reading High just steps back and just buries the three right in their face.
And Rodriguez puts in his first free throw.
Boy, I just have to do a better job following the score here.
(50-33), 3 minutes left in the third as pressure is on again. Loose ball.
Well, he kind of tobogganed over to the sideline there. Did they give him a timeout? Or?
They gave him a timeout. Should have been a travel violation, as they might have corrected the call here. Or was it a technical?
I think
they're giving Reading High a timeout. Technical foul on Governor Mifflin coaches, I believe.
Well,
but they have every right to be upset. He slid 5 feet out of bounds, and then they gave him the timeout.
That's what I said. He tobogganed to the sidelines. I thought they were going to call a travel. Instead, they give the ball to Reading High, and I think Coach Conrad, kind of had enough. Enough was enough there. Not that the officials have called a bad game, because they haven't. I think that they've done very well. In fact, it's been a very clean game.
Yeah. There's 9 fouls here in the second half. There's about 9 fouls in the first half, but definitely not. A lot of it is just Mifflin's getting the free throws en route to the hoop, but Reading High.
They're just. It almost seems like they're toying with Governor Mifflin, quite honestly, tonight. They've gone out to a lead, and anytime that Mifflin gets close, they just kind of say, take this.
Yeah.
And I guess when you get the talent level of Reading High, you can do that. There aren't many other programs in the state of Pennsylvania that can do that. So it's up to 18 points now with 2:58 remaining in quarter number 3.
So the technical, I don't know if it was officially on the head coach or if it was on another coach here. But Coach Conrad is sitting down, so it must have been on him. As Gray hits another 3.
Wow.
What a night so far for Miles Gray. Extends that lead to 21. Here's Harley from downtown. He answers.
Yeah, I mean, it's everything to Matt to be able to just catch that ball in rhythm and fire it from out. I mean, he's a completely different player, you know, when he can do that.
And Miles Gray traveled there on the other end for the Red Knights. Mifflin needs a big run here to get back into this game. 2 minutes, 30 seconds in the third quarter as Delson McNeil brings it across court, covered by Joey Chapman. Minnick now working on Gray. Dishes it off to Jarrell McNeil. He hits the 3, but a whistle was blown here. We have a foul.
Yeah, we're going to experiment next time around. You know, doing games here in Governor Mifflin, you know, pretty cool. I'd say the pretty high likelihood we're going to be able to get the clock inserted, you know, from this broadcast position, you know, get the clock inserted into the corner there of our broadcast here coming up. So we're doing what we can. I mean, this is a brand new system for us in broadcasting games, one that is we think it's friendly not only for the broadcaster but for the fans. So that's the idea here. And one that sponsors will support. You know, that's really the key.
Here on the offense or defensive end for Mifflin, they stepped it up a little bit on defense there. We got a foul on Tyler Minnick. That sends Fritz to the free throw line for the Red Knights. So
yeah, you know, actually, the thing that I take notice of here tonight is the fact that there's nobody up in the crow's nest in the balcony. I mean, for a Reading High game, I mean there's usually a caravan of media. Now, you know, Governor Mifflin is no slouch here.
Right.
So I'm wondering, like, you know, where are the other print media guys? Maybe they're out in the stands. I don't know. Maybe they couldn't get into the crow's nest, but I haven't seen any of the other guys here tonight. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying it's pretty rare for a Red Knight basketball game, home or away, that, you know, that there isn't more media.
Here's Harley catch and shoot again, just a little bit to the left, but Price is there for the rebound, can't get it to go, and the Red Knights bring it up court. A lob looking for Walker, can't get it, and that ball was out of bounds, but Jarrell McNeil was able to pull it back in on the other end, hits a 3.
Well, time to get back in it, I think.
So 56-41, just about 1 minute left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if Reading High just doesn't hold it to the last shot. But
Jarrell McNeil fouls Miles Gray.
Actually, it was a good foul. I mean, you knew that Reading High is just going to, you know, run it out. So it just gives you another minute. I mean, why? I think it makes sense to do this here in the quarter, and I'd be surprised that they didn't foul him there.
Chapman goes in towards the basket. He's fouled en route. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, when
Minnick picks up the foul.
When you know that somebody's just going to burn the clock, I mean, you know, I mean that just you're taking possessions away from yourself. So, you know, getting into fouling mode early. Hey, let's see what Reading High can do. man, that thing just bounced.
It just wanted to stay up there.
So 54.4 and remain here in the third quarter.
Chapman gets one. So Mifflin now. Good defense there. Deshaun Wilson was able to poke the ball away from Jarrell McNeil, and McNeil tried to keep the handle and dribbled it out of bounds.
Good defense there by Running High. And, you know, if you're going to do it before, why not do it now? I mean, you might as well foul them so that you at least have an opportunity to get the ball back.
And even if
you know they're just going to burn 45 seconds off, I'd foul them.
I know Minnick's got 3 fouls. I think McNeil has 2.
Yeah,
But Deshaun Wilson showing off his ball skills there as now Chapman does it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, I'm surprised they really didn't, foul a little bit sooner. And they now do with 4.8 seconds to go. Or did he travel?
I think
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet. It looks like a travel violation as Harley's going to go underneath and inbound the basketball. 4.8 left, 57-41 the score. See if the Mustangs can get a buzzer beater here. It's a pass is errant, intended for Tyler Minnick. And we end the third quarter 57-41 in favor of Reading High. And Miles Gray stayed hot here in the third quarter, putting in a couple of threes, handling the basketball well, and putting in his work and effort towards tonight's player of the game potentially as we head to the fourth quarter. Who's going to shine here? Who's going to close this out for Reading High, or who's going to make this a game for Governor Mifflin? We're looking forward to finding out.
Well, yeah, I mean, the coveted LLHoops shirt, I mean, these things, players all over the area are, becoming a fancy to the moniker of having an LLHoops shirt from an LLHoops broadcast. We not only do the games here, Berks, both boys and girls, do boys and girls over in Lancaster Lebanon League. I think we might even stretch into some mid-pen games this year, believe it or not. York Adams, I mean, not beyond our realm of influence this year. What do you think about that, James?
I'm down for any basketball game, wherever it is. I'm ready to announce it. Have a great time doing this with you, Bruce, and appreciate you having me as a member of the team here and getting some of these high school players some recognition and giving some parents and fans, alumni, an opportunity to watch their school, their son, their daughter play, whatever it might be. Love being a part of this.
And thank Empire Home Center for their support, Win Marketing for their support of these broadcasts, and, of course, Brute Athletic. Fans support the sponsors that support high school sports, please.
Here's Tyler Minnick from the corner. Can't get it to fall. Rebound loose. Minnick has it. Dishes it off to Harley. Harley can't get the shot to go. As Xavier Price and Miles Gray get tangled up. And it'll be Reading High basketball. They're going to call a foul on Xavier Price. That's the 8th team foul on Mifflin. First on Price. And we'll have some free throws here for Miles Gray.
Well, yeah, it does come down to the free throw shooting now, obviously, but it's the only way that Mifflin's going to have an opportunity to get enough possessions to get back in this game. But we've seen some big comebacks this year in the Berks League early on, so
Gray misses the front end of the 1-and-1 and gets it. Mifflin gets it down to Minnick real quick, and Minnick gets it to fall. He'll head to the line for a chance for a three-point play, and that foul puts Mifflin in the bonus. So both teams in the bonus. 8 fouls on Mifflin, 7 on Reading. As Minnick looks to finish this three-point play.
Well, I'd be surprised.
He gets it to fall. 13-point lead for the Red Knights.
I'm surprised that, we didn't see a little bit more pressure from Governor Mifflin. I mean, I know that kind of plays into the Knights' hands, but, you've got to speed up the pace of the game just to get enough possessions to get back in the game.
A nice rebound here by Delson McNeil. An important possession for the Mustangs. To come away with points here will be huge. Keep shrinking that lead. 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. There's Price underneath. Can't get the first one to go, but his follow goes. And we're down to 11 points. Quickly up the other end of the court go the Red Knights. There's Davis. And it's stolen away by Delson McNeil.
Look at here.
So quick turn of events as Minnick charges in. He's fouled by Miles Gray, and he'll head back to the free throw line. So nice little run here by the Mustangs, making things interesting.
Not so fast.
Yeah.
Not so fast here, Governor Mifflin is saying. We're not going quietly into the night here.
A little bit more energy. Took him 3 quarters to get going here, but Minnick misses the first free throw.
Yeah,
as
starting to
Amir Burdine checks back in.
Starting to string some baskets together. Starting to, with the exception of that one, free throw there, they've made a good bit of free throws here. I mean, scoring when the clock is stopped. I mean, that's the MO for a comeback.
Minnick puts in his second free throw, and we have a timeout. Governor Mifflin. So Coach Conrad going to talk things over. A 10-point lead for the Red Knights, 6:43 left.
Let's thank our sponsors once again. Brute Athletic. Hey, you'll be able to tell who we are anywhere we go with this Brute Athletic banner that we've got now. This thing is like, I think that there are lighthouses that don't shine as much as this banner, but thanks to Brute for all of your support of our broadcasts. Empire Home Center and the Design Center also in West Reading. Empire signed on to support all of our broadcasts here this year, along with Win Marketing. Really special support from these two. Definitely check out Win Marketing with their digital marketing programs. You won't regret it.
As we get back to action, 6:43 left in the fourth. 8 fouls aside. Both teams in the bonus. 10-point lead for the Red Knights. It's their basketball. Burdine will inbound for them. He gets it into Xavier Davis, who gets it to Gray. Gray having a good night, as is Ruben Rodriguez and the entire Red Knights team. A foul here by Jarrell McNeil.
Yeah, I think, Wise. I think that, you can't, at this particular point, clearly the momentum shift is when Reading High had to start going to the free throw line. Forgetting about the fact of whether they do or don't make the free throws, it really takes them out of their offensive rhythm.
Mm-hmm. Rodriguez hits his first free throw on the front end of the 1-and-1. Extends it to an 11-point lead. But yeah, sending them to the free throw line stops the clock. And depending who's at the line, you have a chance that they might not make those free throws and give you a chance to score on the other end. But Ruben Rodriguez hits both free throws there to extend the lead to 12. And we'll see what Mifflin has to say about that on this possession.
Well, Reading High not laying back on the defensive side. They're covering way out high and full court. So they're still continuing to attack on the defensive side.
Ruben Rodriguez knocks the ball away from Minnick, and we have a jump ball. Delson McNeil.
Fans are a little bit annoyed there, but overall, I think it's been a well-called game by our Berks County officials here.
So jump ball goes to the Red Knights. Berdine gets it in to Rodriguez.
I know one of the officials out there on the court in this game was actually in the Berks County crew that called the 6A championship game this year. So,
there's Miles Gray putting it home again from 3. Stretches that lead back out to 15. That's where Reading High has been most of the night, 15-plus point lead. As they step up the defense again, the pressure is on. Making Mifflin earn every point tonight. There's Harley, a little short. Rebound by Gray. And quickly up court go the Red Knights. Berdine can't finish it, but there is Davis. Xavier Davis finishes up. Puts it in for 2. He's had a nice game tonight for the Red Knights. As Xavier Price drives. Can't get it to fall. And Delson McNeil knocks that pass away. Price is fouled on the other end there by Miles Gray, and Xavier Price will head to the line. So a little bit of a faster pace there in that last sequence, last 40 seconds or so. There are 5 minutes, 3 seconds left, 64-47 the score. Price at the line for 2.
Yeah, clearly Reading High. I mean, their MO for this entire game has been when Mifflin's been able to, get it, and that particular point, it got down to 10, but anytime it's gotten down to about 8 or 11, they've just kind of put their foot on Governor Mifflin's throat defensively, force turnovers, and get quick points.
Yep. Price gets it to go, 64-49. Final 5 minutes of the game. Jarrell McNeil fouls Joey Chapman. Chapman will head to the line. I think that foul puts him in the double bonus. It does. So Chapman will shoot 2 for the Red Knights.
Yeah, Reading High here the second half. They've done what they needed to do from the free throw line. Yeah.
And you just put the announcer's curse there.
That's
on,
okay.
Broadcaster's jinx on Joey Chapman.
It's really interesting. It seems like more players here lately, they're not towing the free throw line. They've got their feet like 4 or 5 inches back from that. And I can't understand why. Somebody's got to explain to me why he would do that. I guess it, just comfort or whatever like that. But, I mean,
That's it.
A long time ago in a place far, far away when I played basketball in Indiana, we were right up to the line.
Amir Berdine. He's got 1 foot on close to the line there. The other one's back a little bit.
Yeah. But I've seen guys like 6, 8 inches back. I'm like, okay. Hey, look, if you make it, it doesn't matter, right?
Right. Whatever makes them comfortable. As Jarrell McNeil's fouled. Looks like Joey Chapman will pick up this foul. That'll put Mifflin in the double bonus.
So down to 4:45 remaining. Both teams in the double bonus. And, clearly Reading in control.
McNeil misses his first free throw. Now trying to cut this lead to 16. Time running out on the Mustangs. He gets the second to fall. Chapman gets it into Gray, covered by Minnick. Minnick with tight defense. And Delson McNeil will pick up the foul. That'll send Ruben Rodriguez to the line. That's the third foul on McNeil.
Yeah, despite the fact that we've had a lot of fouls the second half, really there's nobody in,
trouble.
Bad foul trouble for either team. Not that it really matters at this particular point. But Governor Mifflin, they, one of their objective was to get Matt Harley involved more in the game here the second half, which they did. Give credit where credit is due, and the Reading High defense just kind of put the clamps on. They made it uncomfortable for Matt Harley to operate. Tonight, misses that one, though.
So Ruben Rodriguez picks up the foul. He's holding his head. He didn't even realize he was in position to pick up a foul there.
Well, I think his head clashed with the guy that
went up for the rebound.
Exactly. So he's wondering, I got the foul and I got the harm. It's supposed to be the other way around.
And Xavier Price puts it in. 51 points now for Mifflin. 68-51 the score. Reading High with the lead. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, they're having to keep Rick Perez on his. The officials are telling Rick Perez to keep on his end of the court. There's a guy that he's down there coaching. He's up 68-51 with 4:20 to go, and he's given everything he's got. That's for sure. I mean, you don't know whether his team is up by 17 or 1 point. I mean, Rick Perez, he is always the same, Mr. Intensity.
Kapoor checks in for the Mustangs, his first action of the night. It's always a coaching moment, right?
Sure.
And you love to see a coach always trying to make his team better, and I think that's what makes the Red Knights so good, is that Coach Perez is always coaching them, feeding them the energy, kids creating their own energy, and the combination of coach-player relationship is evident with how this team performs night in and night out against top competition.
Top competition and through adversity. Okay, still performs the same.
There's Xavier Davis, spun around a couple times, finally gets it to Joey Chapman. Chapman back to Davis. Davis in the lane, gets it to go, but he's fouled. They're going to say he's on the ground, but he'll still head to the line for two.
All of a sudden, it just turns into a 19-point lead. 4:01 remaining, but just all of a sudden, I mean, it is just like, it just comes out of nowhere.
Yep.
I mean, you know it's coming, you just don't know when.
And it happened so fast.
And that's, the impressive thing about watching Reading High basketball. And, we're so fortunate that we're witness to this. And you don't understand that unless you see Reading High perform against high-level competition. I mean, that's all I can say. And I would highly recommend fans that if you have an opportunity to follow the Red Knights to one of these weekend tournaments that they go to, that Coach Perez has got scheduled to test his team, go. I mean, it is. It is worth the price of admission to see the Red Knights perform against top-flight competition. I mean, it's incredible.
Zokowski with the rebound there, but the Red Knights playing a little loose now, up 21. trying to put on a show here for their fans in attendance.
Yeah, there's a good crowd. I mean, I was hearing things that there wasn't a really great crowd at the game earlier this week. Oh, my. Showtime is right now.
Here's
Both
Kapoor.
teams.
Can't get it to go. Zokowski the rebound and put back. Nice job there by Bailey Zokowski. And a 30-second timeout here from Coach Conrad, Governor Mifflin. 72-53 the score, 3 minutes, 3 seconds left in the game. Stick around. It looks like Reading High is letting the ball fly a little bit. Might see some cool baskets here at the end. But
well, before it gets too far down the road, James, why don't you pick our player of the game? I think you have a pretty good idea.
I have an idea.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to come down to the last 3 minutes.
No, I have him picked out here. 19-point lead for Reading High. I think I'm safe to make my pick here. Miles Gray, quarterback of this Red Knights offense, handling the ball at the point for the most part alongside Ruben Rodriguez. Ruben Rodriguez started hot, but then it was the Miles Gray show. He took over, draining a bunch of threes tonight, playing strong defense, distributing the basketball well for the Red Knights as Chapman lays it in and he's fouled on the play. And then Chapman picks up a technical. So a lot to take in there on that possession for the Red Knights. as we award our player of the game, Miles Gray. Great job, Miles.
Let's just hope that this doesn't get out of hand a little bit here. You know, it doesn't really
gotten a little chippy.
Yeah, it's getting a little chippy, and the fans are getting in it, and you know, even Coach Perez. I mean, he's a little bit, I think, surprised by the call.
This is a double technical.
Oh, okay.
So there was more to unpack there than we first imagined. I thought they gave Chapman a technical for, I didn't really see anything, but.
Well, they may have been jawing at one another.
There's Woolwine on the other end. Has one more to go. He missed the first.
Let's go, Mason!
Well, all I know, I mean, self-critiquing my performance on this game, I got to get better with this scoreboard. Yeah. That's for sure. But, and we'll get better as we go along here. Like I said, this is a whole new system that we're using here to broadcast games, to bring the fans some play-by-play, some enthusiasm, some excitement that announcers can provide, and that sponsors like Empire and Brute and Win Marketing will support. And we really appreciate everybody's support of our broadcasts. Del Jackson at LLHoops. And great to have my buddy, alongside here, James Hein. I mean, we have fun with these games. And, throughout this whole thing, we're fans, okay? We're not anything more than that. And, we are fans trying to bring fans, into the game and have fun with it just like we are.
Yeah, listen, life's tough, especially in this day and age with us dealing with
what's going to happen a month from now?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody knows.
But, yeah, not everybody's home. Somebody might be traveling or not live in the state of Pennsylvania or nearby that they can come catch a game and watch their brother or sister or cousin, whatever, play. It's all about getting some exposure for these kids. Give them a little tape to go back and watch. Maybe listen to us. Probably not like what we have to say, but at the same time, just a just glad to be a part of what we do here on the broadcasting side, and giving you a variety of different teams to watch, all culminating with the postseason. So even if it's not your team playing, you get to enjoy a good basketball game, competition, high school competition, and hopefully you enjoy every moment of it like we do here, Bruce and I.
Back and forth we go with double technical number 2.
And it looked like it was getting a little chippy more towards the end of the third quarter. And then Mifflin came back and made it a 10-point game at one point. And then quickly Reading put this one away shortly thereafter. Went up 16 and now up 22 points. 2 minutes, 25 seconds left in the game. Some bench players getting in here too for both sides. Kapoor's there. He's got it into Macillian. Woolwine for 3. No good. Rebound there by the Red Knights. They push it up court. A nice pass to Fritz. Can't get it to go. Loose basketball.
Time for these guys to shine.
Yeah, Malachi Leland gets the loose ball. Kapoor drives in, kicks it out to Woolwine from the same spot a moment ago. Can't get it to fall. Fritz, the rebound, dishes it out to Nick Chapman. He drives the lane. Woolwine's there, fouls him, ball goes in, and Nick Chapman will head to the line.
You know, it seems like the fans, at least tonight anyway, fans are cheering more for, the substitutes than they were for the starters, as they should. I mean, each team has their fan favorite of their favorite sub, and it's pretty easy to find that out at the end of these games.
Yeah, doing these games with you, Bruce, and then at Santander Arena, I've been fortunate enough to do the announcing there the last couple times that they've been there for Berks County playoffs and sometimes districts, but just getting to see some of these teams play and the Reading High following. When you're at Santander, you got a good crowd there. It's an electric atmosphere watching Reading High play at Santander Arena, which they play there quite often in the postseason. But that's always something to check out. Berks County playoffs is, whether your team's in there or not, it is a fun atmosphere, good basketball, and but that's really where I got my first introduction into watching Reading High play, and I've enjoyed every minute of it watching Reading, Governor Mifflin, Berks Catholic, the Conrad Weiser even out in the Sinking Spring area. All the different teams we've covered, I could probably name 20 different teams. Don't get to see them all at Santander at the end of the year, but still like bringing those broadcasts to you guys. Getting familiar with some of these players and the talent level in Berks County. In basketball, football is pretty darn good right now. There's a lot of talent in Berks County across several different sports, baseball included. You name it, Berks County's putting some of these players' names on the map.
Well, it looks like they
technical. It
looks like they took 2 points off the board for Reading High.
I'm
that's
not sure
me.
What's going on.
Look, I saw baskets be added to a score during halftime of a district game, so I wouldn't put it beyond that. But I swear it was 79-55. Not that it matters at this particular point, but
yeah, it's a slow finish here to this game. Minute 49 left. 22-point lead for the Red Knights.
Well, and when you were talking about, talent level and what have you of, Berks County, not only in multiple sports, I can vouch for that. I mean, for somebody who does state championships in, football basketball, boys and girls. You know, the talent level, top to bottom, throughout all classifications that Berks County has teams in is just, you know, fantastic. So, you know, I mean, why I'm missing going to the 3A, you know, championship game consecutive years in 3A. You know, Reading High being a 6A, you know, boys state basketball champion. You know, Nick Singleton being Gatorade High School Player of the Year.
Yeah.
And all of the guys, the Division I talent
Lots of
in
Division I
football.
Yeah.
You know, the scholarship athletes that are coming out of this area.
You got Stevie Mitchell playing well at Marquette.
Stevie Mitchell up at Marquette. I mean, you know, obviously Lonnie Walker playing in the NBA.
Yeah.
So it's just
Is it Cameron
incredible.
Stewart played some good time for
I saw
Rutgers.
Cameron in the lobby here tonight
Okay.
for Rutgers. Said hello to him. So
Yeah, it's interesting because it's been 3-4 years now. I know we had like a year off, so it's been introduced to some of these players just by doing these games, and now starting to see some of these players make their way to college and make a name for themselves in college. It's really cool to be a part of this, and just wish all the student athletes well at every level. But Berks County sports in general,
it's
definitely fun to watch and follow.
It is, absolutely. Down to 30 seconds remaining. But, yeah, it's an enormous amount of fun to cover it. You know, like I said, my ticket is kind of punched to the Giants Center and, you know, Hershey Park Stadium every year. So it's wonderful to have the guys that, you know, cover high school sports here in Reading, you know, see them, you know, out on the field in a state championship game. It's very emotional and a lot of fun, and we should be thankful. And hopefully these fans won't obscure our view too bad here as we wind things down. Ooh.
Yes, I saw the other day. I saw Wesley Butler, Reading High alumni, sworn in as a youngest councilman in city of Reading history. So not only on the playing field or court are these players making a name for themselves, but they're getting involved in their community too, and that's always good to see. So a nice shout out for Wesley Butler in doing that.
Yeah, it looks like I don't know if the team. I guess the teams are going to shake hands here, but we're going to make a quick exit here. We're going to get our player of the game, who is Miles Gray. His shirt before teams get too far. I want to thank my buddy here, James Hein. We got a lot more games. We're going to not really announce them until we get a bit closer, just because of everything that's going on between weather and you know, health-wise, but. Thanks for joining us here on LLHoops, and want to have the final score 79-58 in favor